Hey friends, it's Kristen here. I want to share with you one of my favorite summer beverages, and it's what I call ballpark lemonade. It is that yummy, fresh squeezed lemonade you get when you go to the baseball game. I love it, but I hate the price, of course, that you're paying at the ballpark. And so I am so excited that I discovered this recipe. It is so easy to make when you have the right tools. Of course, those are from Pampered Chef. And I want to share my recipe with you because you are going to be making it all the time once you discover how easy and how delicious it is. So first off, we're going to be making it in a quick stir pitcher. We have two different sizes, so you can make a smaller batch, a larger batch, whatever you'd like. This is the 2-quart pitcher, and I'm actually only making half a batch. So you could double this recipe for the 2-quart pitcher, or even double that for our family size or gallon size pitcher. What's nice about these is that they have this built-in plunger, and that's the secret to making this lemonade, is that we're just going to throw all the ingredients in, and then we get to stir it up with this. You don't need to get out extra spoons or any extra trouble. It's all right here in the pitcher. So for starters, again, I'm making a little mini batch. I've got 3 cups of water in here. We're going to add a half cup of sugar to this. Now, when you're making this yourself at home, guess what? You can add as much or little sugar as you like. If you like it tartar, of course, you're going to add less sugar. If you like it sweeter, you can add more. You can even do sugar substitutes if you like. And that is the beauty of making something at home, is that you can customize it however you want. And so with this pitcher, we're going to just go ahead and plunge this until that sugar dissolves. And I think we're about there. We're going to be doing some more mixing, so we don't need to get it 100% dissolved at this point, but there you go. That is the start of it. And then we're going to add our fresh lemons. So for this little mini batch I'm doing 3 lemons, and you can juice them all, you can slice them all, or do a combination, which is what I'm going to do. I find that you get a little bit more juice out of juicing them, so that's why I do the majority this way. We're going to use the citrus press. So it's got these holes in the bottom. When we squeeze, the juice is going to come out of there. Now, most people think you're going to put your lemon or lime in this way because that's just how it looks like it fits. But let me tell you, put it in upside down so that that cut side is towards those holes, and you're going to get so much more juice out of it. You're going to actually see how this kind of turns that lemon inside out, so that look at that, so you're getting everything out of there. Plus it keeps the seeds away as well. So hands aren't getting messy, and it's just a really efficient way and quick and easy to get all that juice out of there. So we're going to go ahead, as I said, we're going to do 2 lemons this way. If you want, you can go ahead and do all 3 of your lemons this way. But I like to slice a couple because then that looks pretty. That kind of looks like what you get at the ballpark, because they always have a couple of fresh slices in there as well. But anyway, so whatever tools you have, however you'd like to do it, whatever look you want, that is what you're going to go for. Okay, so we've got that in there. All done. We're going to go ahead and just give this another little pump. Continue to mix up that lemon juice and that sugar. And then last but not least, let me wipe my fingers here. We're going to go ahead and slice our lemon. You certainly can just use a knife. We have the simple slicer, but I like to use the Rapid Prep mandolin because it really slices through the rind. The rind on the lemon is harder, so it's going to go ahead and slice through that very easily. But you can also slice it really, really thin if you want. So with this, it actually has 8 different slice settings. So one is very, very thin. I find that almost to be a little bit too thin, so don't want to do that. I have it sliced on about a 3, and let's do a couple of slices and see what we think. That's actually pretty good. That is that's the number 3 setting. So we could go thinner if you want, but if you go too thin, it just kind of falls apart. So I think that is pretty perfect. And we're just going to go ahead and slice all of this up. And look at that. We have just these beautiful, beautiful lemon slices. Now, a couple end pieces I'm not going to want to put in there because I don't want all the white pithy part, because that tends to make it bitter. I like to keep it all with the sweet part. So bring our pitcher back in here. Now, as I had said, if you wanted to slice all your lemons, you certainly could, as thin as these are. And then with this pitcher, with that plunger, you're going to get a lot of juice out of these lemons. So you could just slice the whole thing and then go ahead and use the plunger and get a lot of nice juice out of there as well. But let's go ahead and show you what this is going to look like. So put that in there. We're going to give it another couple of pumps to get some juice out of those slices. But also you can just see how pretty that's going to be because we have those slices in there. If I can make that, get that up there so you can see, but you have those pretty slices in there. So that's it. That is ballpark lemonade. It is water, sugar, and lemons. Super easy, especially when you have the right tools. You can juice them and slice them and make it pretty and delicious. And I think you're going to really, really like this. So I hope you'll make this with your family. Again, my basic mini recipe was 3 cups of water, 3 lemons, and a half cup of sugar. And of course, you can blow that up or make it smaller however you would like. But I hope you enjoy it. Happy cooking.